right now, are you in fear? Right now? That I may say something damaging. Is it the fear? Every moment of your life you're in fear? No. So, when you're not in fear, just stay like that. Because to create fear, you have to use excessive imagination. To not be in fear, you don't have to do anything. Fear is happening because of excessive imagination, things that have not happened, you're creating. What may happen in your mind happens in 1,000 different formats, and most probably it never happens. The things that you feared, take 100 things that you have feared, probably 99 of them never happened, isn't it? Yes. So your fear is always about that which does not exist. You cannot fight or you cannot overcome that which does not exist. We can overcome something that exists. You cannot overcome that which does not exist. You just have to give up that effort. Enjoy the fear. After all, it's your making. You like horror movies. Yes, you're saying no, but you're producing them. It's just they're not making money, that's all. Fear means you're producing horror movies in your mind. Nobody else is willing to watch. That's bad for the producer. But you're producing them. So, you produce something else. Produce a comedy, a love story, suspense, thriller. Try and see today. Just sit down, produce a love story, a suspense thriller, a comedy. 5 minutes movies you make in your mind. Really. Start using your mind differently. It's just gotten into your pattern. Just gotten into your pattern of just creating horror movies all the time. You have watched enough horror movies, they're boring. Create something else. Even it's not that if you produce these movies, those things will happen in your life. Still they may not happen, at least you enjoy the movie. In reality it may not happen, so what? At least you enjoy what's happening in your mind, if you cannot enjoy what's happening in the world, isn't it? That much privilege every human being deserves, isn't it so? Even if the world is not kind to him, at least his own mind should be kind to him, should produce some nice movies.
If you try to control the variety of situations that may pop up in your face tomorrow morning, all that'll happen is you will become a very limited life. You would step out into the world and do whatever that needs to be done only if you have an assurance, no matter what you walk into, you will not lose yourself. You will walk full stride, otherwise you'll only be a half a step. Most human beings are half steps because the fear of suffering. If this happens, what'll happen to me? If that happens, what'll happen to me? If you're well managed within yourself, you know how to manage your thought, you know how to manage your emotion, you know how to manage your body, your chemistry, your energy. If you know how to manage all this, what does it matter if you walk into hell, I'm asking? If you are well managed, if you are a heaven within you, what does it matter where you go? Hell also will be an interesting place to go. But if you are ill-managed, then you want to be in a nice place all the time. You will not step out into anything. I'm not saying this is wrong, this is against nature, because in nature, every life is aspiring to be as much as it can be, isn't it? Every life is naturally aspiring, this is not a philosophy, this is not an ideology that you must do this or that. It is natural and intrinsic for every life that it will do as much as it can. From an earthworm, from a worm to an insect to a bird, to an animal to a tree, every one of them are trying to be full-fledged life. If you go against this simply because of the fear of suffering, then all possibilities of exploring the nature of being human, the tremendous immensity of being human is just lost upon humanity. Today, you will see this everywhere. When people say, I am only human, they are talking about the limitations of being human. They are not talking about the possibilities of being human, isn't it? If we are the most intelligent species on the planet, if we are the most capable species on the planet, should we be talking about our possibilities or should we be talking about our limitations? Whenever anybody writes or says, oh, we are human, they are always referring to their limitations, never to the possibilities of being human. This is because the most fundamental things have not been taught in our education systems, how to handle your thought and your emotion. Your psychological drama has gone out of control. It's a badly directed drama, believe me. If it was a well-directed drama, you would take it to the conclusion that you want, isn't it? Because it's a badly directed drama, just about anybody can take charge of it. Who is the director of your psychological drama? Just about anybody, isn't it? Anybody can make it into a tragedy. The reason why people have not even learned to manage their thought and emotion. By the time you're 10, you should have learnt it. At 60, people still don't know how to manage their thought and emotion. They're standing up like ghosts in their life. They don't need anybody's help. They can go on endlessly creating suffering for themselves. Now, suppose you did not know how… you have normal hands and you do not know how to use it. What would you call yourself? No, you tell yourself, don't tell me, it's okay. Whatever you think, if you have a normal process of mental faculty and you do not know how to use it, it means the same thing, yes or no? Does it mean the same thing or no? You don't have a normal hand, then you can't use it, that's different. We will look at you compassionately. But you have a normal hand and you don't know how to use it. Whatever word you use to call yourself, don't tell me, but the same thing goes if you don't know how to use your thought and emotion towards your well-being, isn't it? Because ill-managed. Because the fundamentals of life are not grasped. What is the nature of my existence? If you don't know this, how do you manage it? Only if you grasp the nature of something, then you learn to manage it, isn't it? You don't even see what it is, how to manage it? There is no way to manage it. So the first and foremost thing, that's why, is called realization. You must understand this. In this country, in this culture, we never refer to any kind of spiritual realization as an attainment. We only said it is a realization. Realization means you simply saw what is already there. You did not invent anything. You did not climb the top of a mountain. You are beginning to see everything just the way it is. But that has become such a rarity that it is being hugely valued. Someone was asking me 3 days ago, I was in Kerala, Sadhguru, you seem to know everything. I said, see, there is only one thing I know. I know this one thing from its origin to its ultimate. I said, I know only one thing and what are you clapping your hands for? I know only this one thing. But because the nature of human experience is such, you know everything only through this one, isn't it?
Instead of viewing failure as a negative outcome, see it as a chance to learn and grow. Shift your mindset to view failures as a stepping stones to success. Be kind and understanding towards yourself. Avoid harsh self-criticism, which can amplify fears and anxieties. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would a close friend. Recognize that a certain degree of uncertainty is a normal part of life. Rather than fighting it, learn to be comfortable with the unknown. Develop the ability to adapt and improvise as situations unfold. Fears and anxieties often stem from worrying about the future or ruminating on the past. Bring your attention to the here and now by practicing mindfulness and grounding techniques. Believe that your abilities and qualities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset empowers you to view challenges as an opportunity to expand your capabilities. Seek out individuals who encourage and uplift you. Their positive influence can help shift your mindset and provide a sense of community and belonging. Firstly, learn to live with our uncertainties rather than cater to them can help us become more comfortable with the unknown. This allows us to push past our fears and take on new challenges. Embracing uncertainty involves facing our fears and pushing beyond our comfort zones in pursuit of our purpose. This can help us grow and develop resilience. Uncertainty is a natural part of life, and trying to eliminate it entirely can lead us to fear and avoidance. Embracing the cunning of uncertainty can help us become more adaptable and open to change. When faced with uncertainty or worries, it's important to respond proactively rather than letting fear take over. Asking questions like this, am I responding to this in a helpful way, can help us manage our fears. Embracing uncertainty also involves developing strategies for managing risks and navigating the unknown rather than trying to have a complete control over the future. Remember, overcoming fears and anxieties is a journey, and these mindset shifts can serve as powerful tools to help you navigate that journey. I hope this general guidance is helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions. As we have also heard from Sadhguru, embracing uncertainty and not letting fear hold us back is a key to living a fulfilling life. When we are willing to step out of our comfort zones and face the unknown, we open ourselves up to the incredible growth and possibility. It is a natural to feel afraid sometimes. Fear is a part of the human experience. But Sadhguru reminds us that we have the power to choose how we respond to that fear. We can let it paralyze us, or we can use it as fuel to propel us forward. By learning to manage our thoughts and emotions, we can transform our relationship with fear. Instead of dwelling on the worst case scenarios, we can consciously direct our minds towards more empowering narratives. Sadhguru suggests we produce a comedy, a love story, or a suspense thriller in our minds rather than dwelling on horror. This kind of inner work isn't always easy, but the payoff is immense. When we learn to embrace the unknown and not let the fear hold us back, we unlock our full human potential. We become more resilient, adaptable, and capable of taking on life challenges. He also illuminated a profound truth. Life situations, whether they are filled with challenges or joy, are opportunities for growth and transformation. You see, life is a journey, and each experience is a stepping stone on that path. There is no such thing as failure if we choose to learn and evolve from every situation we encounter. Sadhguru reminds us that we have the power to use these experiences to become stronger, wiser, and a better versions of ourselves. Most often, we hold ourselves back, taking only half step, crippled by the fears of suffering. But Sadhguru urges us to break free from this cycle. He encouraged us to stride boldly, to embrace our human potential to its fullest. Fear should never dictate the scope of our life. Inner management, as Sadhguru empathizes, is the key. It is about how we handle our thoughts and emotions. It's about recognizing that fear often arises from our own excessive imagination. So, why not change the script in our minds? Instead of producing horror movies of anxiety and worry, why not create comedies of joy, love stories of connection, or suspense thrillers of anticipation for the wonderful moments life has in store for us? As we conclude this enlightening conversation, let's remember that life is meant to be lived fully, without the shackles of fear holding us back. Let's apply Sadhguru's wisdom, choosing to embrace each moment as an opportunity for growth and positive transformation. So, we encourage you to continue exploring these ideas. Keep coming back to this channel for more wisdom and guidance from Sadhguru. With an open mind and a willingness to grow, you can conquer your fears and live the extraordinary life you are meant for. We hope you have found this discussion valuable and invite you to join us again on this channel for more insightful conversations with Sadhguru. As we part our ways today, take a moment to reflect on how you can use these teachings in your own life. Thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to sharing more wisdom and inspiration with you in the future. Until then, may you walk boldly on your path, unburdened by fear and filled with the light of possibilities. Thank you all for joining me today, and we look forward to the next adventure together. Namaskaram.